Hello, welcome to Fix the Space Time. In today's episode of Opinions on Space, we have an interview with Arthur Branch from the Twitter account Everything SpaceX. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Can you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
So hi, I'm Arthur Branch. I'm 17 years old, and I guess my main hobbies are probably I'm into sports. So my main sports, I'd say, are cricket, badminton, and then obviously while I'm here, I'm into space flight, and I guess most watching will probably know me for the Everything Space account, SpaceX account, and then creating a number of other accounts on various space things where like other people run it and stuff. So yeah, that's me basically. Yeah.
Do you think the present space exploration is a good idea, or do you think we should be spending money on different things down on Earth?
So on social media, you constantly see all the trolls saying, "Oh, let's just focus on Earth. Don't spend on space exploration and stuff." But I think the important bit, and what I'd always say to these kind of people, is that we can do both. So by spending in space, we're benefiting life back on Earth. So if you look at, do you remember last year there was the Sentinel-6 launch aboard Falcon 9? And that's monitoring sea level rises. And that's just an example of how exploring space, sending satellites into space actually help life back on Earth. So I think I've seen there's been over 2,000 technologies that have helped life on Earth um, because of what we've done in space, basically. So even things like frozen dried food and stuff, and I think firefighter suits have all been because of what we've done in space and stuff. And then look at our GPS that benefits life on Earth massively, and a number of other things, monitoring weather and stuff. So, and even I think as we venture to Mars and back to the moon and stuff, we'll learn a number of things that obviously are extremely relevant there, but will also be massively relevant to life back on Earth. So yeah, it benefits both. That's sort of my main point there. Yeah.
Do you think having more people on different planets is a good thing, or do you think we should just all stay here, stay where we are?
I think so. At this point, it's quite hard to know whether settling on Mars is actually going to work. So ideally, we want to spread human life to other planets because if anything happens to our planet, we're not going to be too well off after that, are we? Um, but so it depends because with Mars at the moment, obviously, hopefully, we'll send humans there over maybe the next few decades. Um, but there's obviously a few key issues. So you're looking at radiation there. We don't quite know how humans are going to respond to that. So that's the key issue. And then also the distance. So if anything happens to anyone there, how are we going to be able to get back in time? It's going to take a long time. So that's one issue. Um, but if that that helps sustain life and stuff, and we can live there permanently, then 100% think that's a good thing. And then say something like Mars maybe doesn't work. Hopefully we can find a number of exoplanets where we can live. And to be honest, we already have found a number. Obviously, the main issue is developing something that can actually take humans there because the propulsion we have right now it's gonna take hundreds and thousands of years, isn't it? So it's gonna take a while. So developing new propulsion like nuclear propulsion, I find quite interesting, and it'll be interesting to see what we can do with that to sort of venture out into our solar system and beyond. But yeah, fingers crossed we can uh, get humans on other planets, and then also maybe not even necessarily on planets. So have you seen with Blue Origin they're coming up with this idea of O'Neill bubbles where like people live in like bubbles in space?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's another interesting option. And we don't really know exactly how it's going to work right now, but something like that seems like it could possibly be a very good idea. And I'd find that really interesting if that could work. And I'd quite happily live in one of those.
Would you ever leave this planet and why?
um, I 100% would. Obviously, it kind of depends exactly what. If they're just blasting me off to Mars right now, I think I'd just take a quick step back. But I'd happily fly on Crew Dragon right now. So like if I was offered, let's say it's gone Inspiration 4, obviously you know a lot about that, interviewing with them, that must have been pretty cool. Um, I'd happily do that. It seems really safe. Obviously there's a slight risk involved, but I'd happily do it still, just orbiting the Earth. I'd fly on a number of crewed vehicles, hope New Shepard probably soon, and I'd still fly on the Soyuz, even though it's a little bit cramped, it'd still be a really cool experience. And then I think definitely be interested in going to Mars. I think at this current time, I need to know a little bit more, like I was saying earlier, to know whether it's really safe enough. I think the idea of going to Mars is really cool, and I quite like to, but I feel like once you're there and you realize you're literally just stuck in this, wherever there will be when you're on Mars, and it's like so long to get home, I feel like maybe it's not quite as enticing as we think. But we'll find out, won't we? But
That,
overall, yeah, I'd love to go to space. Be great.
that's all the questions I've got for you today. Thank you very much for coming
Perfect.
on here for an interview.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.